Hello, Aqua here again. Welcome back to Utopia³. I'm on the server at the minute with Nemson, Damsky and Dudat. Dudat's just joined us. Damsky is in the Underdark, whatever it's called. Very scary place, doing some mining. Not sure what the other guys are up to. Let's see where they are. Let's have a nosy. They are... So Dudat's up in his base, and Nemson's up in his base. So I guess they're both building or getting on with putting some stuff together. So I'll let them get on with that. I'm going to start with a bit of Thaumcraft. Now, yesterday we updated the server to our version 1.2, which added quite a few packs. I was very excited. I was on last night doing some stuff, but unfortunately there was issues, so I've had to roll the pack back. But we got in update on Thaumcraft, and we got in thermal expansion and chisel and carpentry blocks and the updated open blocks, all sorts of good stuff. So I was really enjoying myself last night, but we've rolled it back, so I got rid of the video that I did. What I did last night was I started playing with the Essentia tubes that we haven't got in this version of Thaumcraft, but they're coming in the new version, and they're really good. What you can do is you can connect your alembics to tubes, and it pumps into bottles, so you need to have them connected to the top of the bottles. So I've got a little system set up here to bring the pipes round, and I've got 55 water jars here. There's 54 aspects, 55 jars. I've got one extra because it's going to be a void jar. And what also has been added is something called jar labels, which are awesome. If I put a label on that, then that jar can only have air in it, and the label on that can only have alienis, only aqua, and so on and so forth. So once you've labelled the jars, the pipes know where to send the stuff, so you won't end up with some in there, some in there, and some in there, for example, like you could have done previously. Excuse me. So really cool, really cool. And the void jar, say if this is full like it is, 64 arbor in there, so I've actually got some more arbor in here, because I've just threw some silverwood logs in. We've got a forest full of magic trees, so let's get a bit of fricantia. I threw a silverwood log into, some silverwood logs into there, so I've got like a jar and a half of that. Now, if these was all labelled correctly, you've got to have some stuff in to label them. If these are all labelled correctly, then this 32 would have gone into the void jar. But then if I used it in a infusion and someone had come out of here, then the system's clever enough to pour it back out the void jar into there, which is really awesome. And the void jar, you can just shift click to get rid of it, or you could add new jars if you wanted to. If you wanted to start getting a stockpile of jars and stuff. So very cool. Looking forward to getting that sorted. I'm actually going to do a little bit of Thaumcraft here. I am sick of not having... I like my hatchet, it's quite cool. I've also made a mattock, which I'll show you, which is also quite cool. I've done some work in here. That floor's 1 2 lines. I need to take all that out again, and let's take that out again and make it one higher, because I want the floor double width, and I don't want to use 2 lots of witchwood. Anyway, babbling. I've got a mattock there. Mattock's pretty cool. It's a shovel and an axe. I used some manilion for it because I had a bit. I've got like 11 cobalt, 26 R8, so I used manilion, and I had a thermic rod on it. So that's a pretty cool mattock, and I'll show you what I use that for. If you right click with the mattock, you can use it as a hoe, so I didn't want to keep burning through hoes because I've set up my farms downstairs. I've got some steel on the go, which is what this is about. I've got coal in there, coal in there. I've got that putting iron into the blast furnace with translocators. This pulling steel out, and then down the back, this is only 1 deep and it's getting full as well. That was quick. This is only 1 deep, but 1 2 3 4, there's 5. I've actually got room down behind there for 5 10 15, another 15 open blocks tanks if I want them there, so I can get loads of creosote behind there if I wanted to. I'm going to put it there for now, and then I'll deal with it later. I'm going to put it probably into steel railcraft tanks, because railcraft tanks are 32 buckets per block, so they're alright for temporary stuff. 16, same as iron tanks, so these pretty much negate iron tanks for me. But iron tanks, you can see what's in them, so there is positives. But steel tanks, double the capacity of them. So there we go. I'm getting some steel on the go to make as a boiler and steam turbine and stuff like that, probably, and maybe a steam one, and to run the farms downstairs. Now, one of the things we got added in the pack was MFR. So I am going to run my farms off MFR. I'll show you what's down there in a bit. I'm just going to get on with this. I'm just making at the minute. I'm just in the process of making a, like I said, an axle stream. I think I said it already. Did I say it? I've just done some researched axle stream. It's an infusion Needs aqua and arbe, which is why I went and got a lot of arbe. And it needs a thaumium axe, which is why I needed a bit of fragmentatio, because I needed another thaumium ingot, because I've only got 2. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a vial of essentia. I'm going to fail. I'm going to chuck a vial of essentia in there, and 2 iron ingots. Boosh. And that gets me another 2 thaumium ingots, and now I can get a couple of sticks from upstairs. There should be some sticks. Oh, I'll get to that in just a second as well. Wonderful. Now the pack that was added is our winter pack, so it made everything into a snowy biome, so it kind of stopped my bees working. So that just reminded me. I went on a bit of looting spree around the mining world yesterday, found a couple of hollow hills, got myself some oblivion frames. Well, that'll come useful when I start doing bees. Look at this. I logged on last night, and this was here. Gift from a friend. Wow, check this out. Look at that. Someone's very generous. Don't know what it is because he hasn't signed it. I've seen these in a couple of other people's videos, so there is a secret Santa going around giving people a gift. So thank you very much for the gift. Awesome, very, very helpful, very useful. Thank you very much. Look at that. Ender pearls, diamonds, emeralds, lapis blocks, some quartz, lovely jubbly. Thank you very much, person. Some rubber dinghies. Awesome. So I have to find out what that is and give him a big sloppy kiss. Right, so I've got a thaumium axe. I need a diamond. I need a great wood log. I kind of know what I'm doing here. Thaumium can go in there. Yeah. Anything else magical? No. Thaumium, diamond, great wood log, and 2 water shards. There we go. And the other stuff can go in here. I've not done a quarry yet. I'm going to set one up in a minute because I want to show you how I'm going to do it for now until we get some proper power. I realised there was another way of using power now, but I don't want to get sidetracked, so I'll do what I'm doing first and come back to that. Otherwise, I'm going to keep bouncing from one thing to another. So let's go and do this first then. Now, I have been warned that I should always have twice the stuff on me, so I forgot about that. I should have really brought out 2 logs, 2 diamonds, and 4 water shards, because if you remember when I did my boots the other day, there was some freaky goings on. Oops. I ain't got to cut camera a second because looks like my man needs my help. Back in a bit. Okay then, sorry about that, I'm back. I just had to bring my nephew in from the car. So, good practice. So I did actually get some extra ones of these, like I said I should have. I also went and got my wand. I made an extra couple of wands. One of the first things I tried doing last night after the update was making a second thaumium boss silverwood wand. And I found out that you had to actually do it in the infusion. So when we got rolled back, I made sure I made a couple. So I've got 3 of them now. So I made it the easier way because I actually gave up. I thought I ain't going to bother because it was high instability and stuff. So if you are about to update, it might be worth making 1 or 2 of them first. Look at the V cost, 81%, very nice. So right, what have we got here then? Air shard. No, sorry, water shard, and then I want a diamond there and a great wood log there. So yeah, the point of having extras is if you get flux, it can push the thing off and the thing can get destroyed. So rather than have to run back to wherever you got them stored, it's good to have them on you. So let's see if this goes. This is only the second time I've ever done this. So let's watch it. Look at that, brilliant. Oh, thank you, Goodart. You've got to make sure that things get sucked in correctly. I hope that's the right thing. I put there, yeah, isn't it? There goes a diamond. There goes a log. Hooray! Axe of the Stream, one of my favourite tools in the game. Wonderful. So let's right click that, get us that off. Got myself an Axe of the Stream. Wonderful. No more standing at the bottom of climbing up trees and chopping them down and stuff. Now the reason why I wanted to get that was because if you look, I've got 36 levels, so I might as well just nip to the spawn and use the enchanting table there. Now also coming in open blocks is the enchanting system that I've got on my Resonant Raz. Let's play with the liquid. I'm thinking getting rid of the beds and putting a little enchanting open box enchanting room in here, but I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. I can move the bed upstairs somewhere. Have this purely as like a magic area. Anyway, where am I going? I'm going to spawn. And I'm going to go in here. I say I don't put sawbound on my stuff because I think it's a bit much. I like the risk of losing stuff, so look at all this stuff. Disintegrate, Flaming Touch, Repair, I definitely want that on it. And efficiency, I don't want Silk Touch on it. Or Fortune, Fortune isn't going to get me out, is it? So Silk Touch, I'll think about that. I can always put it on later, I'll take stuff off. So there we go, I'm going to have Efficiency 5, Repair 2, that's all I'm going to put on that. I don't think Fortune makes as much of a difference, does it, for anything that I'm going to get from wood. So there we go. Axe to the Stream, wonderful. And I might rename that in my anvil. Just call it Echoes Axe to the Stream or something. So there we go. A little bit of Foundcraft out of the way. There's a lot of banging going on downstairs. I hope that's not too loud on the TV. So what I can do now then is I'll just right, I was going to cut the camera, see how bad that banging was, and see if I need to redo this bit. Back in a bit. Okay then, I'm back, and he's kind of calmed down a bit, so I think he's going to stop making as much noise now. I hope it was clearly audible on the recording, but I hope that doesn't bother you too much. Right. So what have I been up to? So because we're getting MFR, I decided not to bother with Steve's tree farm yet, because I can make one. I put my little thing in there, my cart assembler, I think, somewhere. I've lost it. It's around somewhere. I can make one, but it's going to take loads of resources, and I'd rather not spend them just yet. I'd rather wait until I can actually afford the Galgadorian one. So I may go to a Steve's Cart tree farm in the future, or I may do it for a different. Kind of wood. But because we get MFR in the pack, I'm going to go with MFR. So what I've been doing today is I've been setting this area up. Now this is my farm area. This is down where I first started, my little base, and basically what I've got. Now I don't even know if I'm going to use all these, but I haven't got 9 types. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here that go into the bio reactor to turn it into biofuel. 7 if you include a squid. 8, 9 if you include 2 different types of tree. So that's what this is going to be here. This is going to be a little squid with a rancher. This is going to be a oak tree farm or a birch tree farm maybe, because I might not. So I don't have to deal with apples. And this is going to be a MFR rubber tree farm. So that's going to give me loads of rubber and saplings. So I am going to use them to get me loads of biofuel for now. Eventually, say MFR might come back out the pack. I don't think it will, but there's a possibility it will. So I need to have contingency ready. So eventually I'm going to go to bees anyway, and this will gradually turn from my farm area into a big indoor bee area. I think that's the plan anyway. This stuff. I can also use in something else. Oh no, sorry, that's a mechanism. Ignore me. So yeah, rancher. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a little little applied energistics system just for down here with a couple of ME drives, and I'm going to try and get like a 16k cell in for each one of these resources, and then have a line of bioreactors. That's it, innit? Biofuel reactor. Is that the one? Not a generator, reactor, yeah. So turn it all to liquid, and then I'll use some kind of liquid transfer, maybe an ender tank, to get it upstairs to where the boiler's going to be. So, in fact, I'm going to need power down here, aren't I? So I might actually have a boiler down here, just a little one, just enough to power the ME system. Yeah. I'll have to work that out. Right. So that's what I've been doing. It took me quite a while, I'm sure you can imagine. So, cocoa grows on crops as long as you've got 4 thickness there. What I've got under here, now these are all temporary. Once I've got everything set up with harvesters, I'll be putting a layer in above this so I can walk on this so you can't jump up and down and ruin the tilled earth. But until we get the harvesters in, I want to actually have access from the top. So I've put all these Farmcraft blocks in for now, but it's going to change a little bit once I know exactly what I'm doing here. So yeah, I might have to have a boiler in here. I wonder where that's going to fit. I might actually have the boiler here, and then the applied logistics system down here. Oh, I've got plenty of room here if I wanted to. I wanted a bit of room to make sure the trees have got room to grow, you know. Anyway. So that's all going to come with the next day or two, and then after that I should start being able to run a boiler. So I'm kind of holding back a little bit for now. So the bits I wanted to get ready was a steam boiler. Now my hollow hill, we're having quite a bit of fun with. Let's go have a look in there. Now because I've got this builder's wand, it makes things quite interesting. What I've been doing is I came up here and I was getting all the good stuff, all the lapis. I don't know if that's a bug. I've got to take my boots of the traveller off and on again. I think it's because I've got haste free on them. The haste doesn't get applied until I re-equip them. What I've done is I've been cutting out loads of cobble as I've been going along, and then with the builder's wand I was gradually working my way across. So I was just running along and doing. I'll show you. It's a little bit time consuming, but it saves laddering up, and I don't really want to use any kind of flight yet. I don't want to use power suit just yet. I probably will eventually use a power suit and IC2 jetpacks, but I just want to hold off for a while. I don't want to fly too early. So I've been grabbing stuff like that, and then as I move along, as I've cleared most of what I want. I mean, there's loads of stuff up there still that I'm going to come back for, but I've just been going along the edge and extending this along like that, and gradually getting further across. Piss off. Talking to people. Like so. Yeah, you can create a nice little platform across really quick and cover the. It means mind a bit of cobble as you're going, like, but as I'm clearing it anyway. And I thought if I do it all nice and tidy, I might actually make a building here at some point. But people being in the twilight does seem to lag the server a little bit, so I'm not sure. But I say there's loads of lapis left in here and stuff. I've got a lot of the good stuff. I've emeralds and diamonds. Some gold up there, look. Maybe I have. There still is some emeralds and diamonds about, I think. There's some emeralds. There's probably some diamonds hidden behind stuff. But I ain't gone right this way, have I yet? Well, that's how I've been getting my resources for now, until we get a quarry in the go. Right, so let's head back to the base. What I set up for the Ender IO yesterday, day before, it drained my power really quick using the what they're called. Come on, I go think about it. What they're called? These guys in here. Them dimensional transceivers. So rather than the cost of them, it costs to run them. Plus you lose energy while they're running as well. So if I'm sending like 100 MJs through that, it's going to cost so much to run them. I don't know how much it is, and it's also going to take 10%. So it's going to be like maybe 15, 20, and I'm only actually producing 14 MJ a tick as far as I know. So when I did the downstairs, look, I've got to do that boots thing again. Son of a bitch. When I did the downstairs, I did all the walls with a filler, and I did that much easier way. If you don't need a great deal of power, of course, and I'm sure you all realised this before I did anyway, but come on, where is it? It's there. You can just knock one of these off, boop, and it returns it power. So I've got 250,000 MJ in there, so it's like 5 redstone energy cells from 1.4 or 1.5 Minecraft. So that's plenty of power, that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the Scary in the Dark. So when this one's empty, I can come back and then swap it for another one, so I can just keep using my power here to power it. But I'm just going to run stuff nice and slow until I get a boiler going. But I'm still going to be getting resources in, so that's pretty cool. So let's go to spawn and go to the Underdark. This is the dimension added by extra utilities. So the darker it gets, the more it's going to bring torches. So let's quickly run up there. Boots to the Traveller, thank you very much. So if you go into the dark, you start taking damage. But weird place, kind of weird upside down place. Who are you? Yeah, so. No, that's Magicka, isn't it? Look at it, the swarming, they're coming at me. I don't know if you don't get any drops off them unless you kill them with magic. Not sure. Pew, pew, pew. I am ridden. Fear me. Anyway, so what we've got is a nice little area down here, and then so we're at level 50 odd, and then this area down here is where people have been quarrying. Awesome. Haha, dickhead, what are you doing? So, right, so yeah, so it looks, go down to bedrock. It looks like it's flat bedrock as well, which is pretty cool. So I think I'm going to set up a little quarry down here. Now I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if there's dibs on certain areas, but what I should probably do is, oh shit, well they're spawning there. It's light. I'll have these. Thank you for your ender pearls. Where are you going? Oh shit, I'm gonna die. What happened then? Well, he's not paying attention. He's gonna come and get me, isn't he? I want to run away. Shit, what happened then? I thought I had full health then. I was not paying attention. I just looked and saw my health down there and absolutely shit myself. Right, so I'm probably going to go a little bit away from the spawn point there, because give myself a bit of room to mining, to set a quarry up. So what I'll do is I'll go along a couple of 100 blocks, and I'll start setting a little quarry up, and I'll meet you back when I've done that. Back in a bit. Okay then, back, and shit, that was scary, wasn't it? I was actually at full health. I wasn't sure at first. I thought I might have been me not keeping. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I made another couple of elevators to go a little bit further down there, so I'll go down to level 12 under my base there, if you're wondering what that was about. I've made another couple of spells. A nice regen spell. What happened the other day is I was showing Toast and Damsky how to start off Ars Magica, and I made a spell called True Sight, and it's on its own, it don't do anything. So that's it there in my book. I call it Snake Eyes, and that's just True Sight. So I've made it again. I've made it with Night Sight and True Sight, and that seems to work. So if you look at this, if I do that, don't do anything. But with Night Sight, you see there, I've got Night Vision 2 for a few seconds and True Sight. I don't know what True Sight does. In Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, True Sight lets you see invisible stuff. Does that let me see? Yeah, it might let me see Hecates. Interesting. And I also made a little regen spell, 10 seconds, a little regen, just to keep me topped up, because I haven't quite got the points. I messed around with utility on this server, and I went to that True Sight there, so I spent quite a few points in the utility land. Defense, I've got the first two now, I've got regen, and there's my heal, so I'm going to get a heal on my next point, which will be at level 19. I'm on 17 now, and how far into am I? Let's get the XP bar. There we go. So I'm about 3/4 of the way towards 18 there. I'll get healed, and I'll be a little bit stronger. Now, the mobs in the Underdark, I forgot, they do more damage and they've got twice the hit points. Them two Endermen made a mess of me. They barely hit me, and they're just taking like 3.5 hearts to hit off me. Where's my I should have actually 2 hearts there, because I've got, what do you call it? I've got 2 heart canisters on, so I should have more than that. Anyway, never mind. So I went a little bit out of the way, and unfortunately though, what I did was I've actually bent out all my them two capacitors. I blew through both of them, just getting this cleared out. So I used a filler to clear these 5 levels out, just so it wouldn't take ages for the quarry to do it. And now what I need to do is I need to go run damn boots. When we updated the client, I think that wasn't happening, so I'm just going to wait and see if it's any better. Now the problem is with this place is that the monsters are very scary. Oops, you're not one of them. You are. You see there's loads of creepers and stuff in there. Now if you go into the dark, oh shit, look at these guys. Now consider, see, look, I've got loot in there dropping now. So do I need to kill them with spells? Saying that, I'm not. sort of guaranteed to drop out anyway, you know. The thing with this place is, it seems if you just go a little bit out of the way, mobs will spawn. So, get down here, get my landmark down. I'll make sure I don't look at Enderman, because, holy shit, Enderman are messy. Right, so, there we go, I've got my Max Hard's quarry marked out. I've got a nice little safe book back to my house here, so what I can do now is, put a block there, and then I can put my quarry there, and mobs can't get in here, which is fun, but I want to go get my landmarks, screw it. I want my landmarks. I'm not giving up a piece of lapis for anyone. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. I've got to stop saying pew when I do that, I do it too much. So, yeah, the Underdark, fun place. So it's added by extra utilities. I'll go through how we actually get here in a minute, just in case this is, you don't know, because I've not actually mentioned any of that, have I? What it is you need some compressed cobblestone, I know that much. I think it's triple compressed cobble. We'll have a look at the recipe for the thing in just a more. So I am going to get this quarrying when I can, which is probably once I've started encoding the video, because I'm going out to the pub in about an hour or so. No, I'm a bit longer than that. Well, not much longer than that. So I'm going to try and get this encoded and start uploading before I go out. So I will be wrapping up very shortly. Even though it is going to be short, I think it's going to be under 30 minutes anyway. But like I say, I'm waiting for the update. Nicholas, thank you very much, is working on the update right now, so we should have it for tomorrow. So when I come on in the morning hungover, we should have a updated pack. I'm going to start with that Thaumcraft, get my little Thaumcraft area sorted, then get all the MFR stuff. What I need to do is get some MFR rubber trees, so I'll have to generate some new chunks. So, see, I made some more of these. Damn boots, getting right on my tits, that. I looked in there and I had the stuff to make some more, so I made some more. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll let them all fill up. And then I'll just put it on there like 15 MJ tick or something, just so it'll last a little while. Well, it doesn't have to last a little while, does it? I might as well just burn through them, and then I'll put it on so I get some stuff in here for when I come back, you know. And then as soon as we've got a quarry, I mean, as soon as we've got a steam boiler, which steam boiler is going to go over here, by the way. This was always going to be like a raised basement, and then I am going to build a little bit of a entrance bit here and stairs up to the main door up there somewhere. That's going to be the plan. That is the plan, I mean. Right, so let's look at the Underdark. Underdark. No. Did it not come up with a recipe? Dark. Let's go see what the portal. Oh, there it is. I saw it. Dark. There you are. Look. Portal. Oh, deep dark. I keep calling it Underdark. There you go. All right. Unstable ingots and triple compressed cobble. So you need some triple compressed cobble and a quadruple compressed cobble and some unstable ingots. Now, unstable ingots, of course, you need to activate your division sigil, which, if I had time, I would do that, but I ain't got time, unfortunately. So I might do that next and get my own little portal into the deep dark. Right, I'm going to start calling it the deep dark rather than Underdark. What does it say on there? Right, it says Underdark there, so it's not just me. Okay, it's not just me being a fool. It's actually called both. So let's go have a look at Centaur's base, and we shall see. There's wall here. There's that there. Look, there's a portal to the deep dark. So if we click on that, it takes us to there where we first came in. So I went down that way, ran across over there somewhere. So my quarry is over that way, and you take damage. Yeah, look, the darker it gets, the more it's going to hurt. Bring torches. This looks like I wonder if this was generated then. I wonder if that was generated. I wonder if Centaur put it there. I'll have to make my own portal, see if it puts us in the same place. It's got like a cobble tower there, look. I wonder why that goes. Cool, cool. I like it, I like it. So yeah, unstable ingots, you've got to activate your division sigil, which is a loot only item from chests. Right, I should have actually. That'll do, screw it. So there we go. Yeah, once these are full, I'll get my quarry going. Nothing's changed this end, it's just going to put things in there, chuck them in, and it's still all manual process through the smelter at the minute. Still a very early game still, just because I've kind of been umming and ahhing about farms and power, so I'm a little bit slack, let's say. Right, I'm going to wrap up the episode there. Sorry for it being a short one. I hope it was entertaining still, and I hope you join me next time to see what it's like on our newer version. I think it goes up from about 102 mods to about 160, so we're getting about another 50 odd mods, 50 something mods added. So it's going to be a bit more intense. Chisel, which means I want to spend loads of time building, making this as round as I can. Hopefully it's going to add some white blocks as well, so I don't have to do it after this with quartz. So I'm going to do like red and white stripes, like lighthouses often are. Yeah, cool. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye. Hello, back again, just for a little bit. I'm sat here in my beautiful little boats. Just to remind you, I'll be doing a live stream on the Wednesday 27th of November, so depending on when this video goes up, it's either today or tomorrow. 2 PM UK time, that's 2 PM GMT if you need to adjust your time to get it. And I'll be on this server, Utopia³. We should have a new version, so we've got an extra 40 odd mods to play with. So I'll probably be doing something over there with the Farmcraft area, possibly setting up the MFR farms downstairs. But doing work around the base probably, so nothing too exciting. But if you're free and you fancy having a laugh, then we should just normally a bit of a laugh. So yeah, 2 PM UK time. Cheers. Bye. I might even make this boat pretty.